Hey everyone, this is Ron Hurst from Land of the Knuckleheads, Part 6. And remember, smile. If you didn't see episode 5, go back and check it out. Very important. We need to remember to smile. Give people that open sense that we want to get to know them, that we're friendly and open, okay? So today's episode, we're going to take on something different, and this is a tough subject. And you know, it's funny, I was working with a client, and I was working with a bunch of salaried exempt employees, and I said, help me out here. Give me some material to work with on Land of the Knuckleheads. What are some of the things in your career that you've seen poor managers do? And you know, the funniest thing, they gave me 10 different video episodes. I was really quite amazed at the amount of material that they gave me. Not going to say the organization or where they work, because I think there might be a correlation between where they work and their ability to come up with such great material for me. But today we're going to take on a topic that I like to call public floggings. What do I mean by that? You know, back in the old days, if you will, when somebody did something illegal or inappropriate that wasn't worthy of jail time, what they would do is they would take them out into a public square and flog them, whip them, whatever it was, whatever the torture device of choice was at the time. But a public flogging was a way of punishing and embarrassing and shaming an employee or a person who had behaved poorly. Now, the reality is, in organizations, sometimes this happens as well, where an employee is publicly put down, publicly shamed, publicly punished. Now you might go, we never do that in my organization. And maybe you're an HR manager and go, if that happened in my organization, man, I'd have that manager's hide. And I really hope you would, because nothing could be more damaging than this kind of behavior. But do you realize that there are some knuckleheaded managers who do this inadvertently? And that's what I want to talk about. It's not so much the put somebody in the stocks out in public and embarrass them. It's more, if a manager, you know, has a casual conversation with some of his better employees about what he's done or she's done to one of the underperformers. Gossip. Confiding in an employee about a disciplinary action or a mistake that was made, that is destructive, ladies and gentlemen. Under no circumstances should you be talking about that sort of thing with any of your employees. You have no idea how they're going to use it. I don't care how much you trust them. This is just a technical term that I like to call stupid. I mean, this isn't actually this episode. If you are this kind of manager, this isn't Land of the Knuckleheads. This is Land of the fired managers. I mean, that's where it should be. Do not talk about your employees to any of your other employees. It is just a destructive and counterproductive activity. I don't care if they come to you and say, what are you doing about so-and-so? They're not performing very well. Here's the best answer. You know what? I deal with everyone's performance individually. I'm going to take care of it. Trust me. Leave it at that. If the employee chooses to share it, that's on them. Don't be the person that creates this undercurrent that says it's okay to talk about people behind their back. That, from an integrity point of view, it's destructive. So from a leadership point of view, it's destructive. From a motivation and a morale point of view, it's destructive. It's just all around a stupid idea. So no public floggings. It's inappropriate and destructive. In fact, if you're the kind of manager, let me just go a step further. If you're the kind of manager who gives feedback with the intent on punishing, once again, you're in stupid land. See, I want you to think about feedback for a minute. What's the point? What's the point of feedback? The point of feedback, very simply, is to get the performance that you need out of an employee. If you think about it, the gauge on an airplane, the altimeter that shows what elevation they're at. What's the point of the altimeter? It's to show where the elevation is. It's to give regular feedback to the pilot so they don't crash into the ground, so they don't crash into another plane that's coming at them at a near altitude. It's feedback so that you can perform. Business processes, people, businesses themselves, airplanes, equipment, everybody, everything needs feedback to be operating at its optimal level. So, feedback, ladies and gentlemen, is not about punishing. It is about correcting at worst, reinforcing at best. We can talk about feedback all day long, but no public floggings, no punishment, Give employees feedback so that they can perform at their highest levels. Don't be a knucklehead or a stupid manager. Thank you very much. This is Land of the Knuckleheads, episode 6. I hope you'll check out our other episodes, and we'll see you back here on episode 7.